Vishakhapatnam, a sleepy, idyllic, coastal small town just a few decades ago, and still earlier, just a small fishing hamlet called Voltaire. But today, a bursting metropolis close to choking itself. Vishaka is today one of the fastest developing cities in the country, undergoing a rapid transformation, turning into a hub for a host of key high-tech sectors such as petrochemicals, pharma, steel and IT. The petroleum sector is the key to sustaining and maintaining a developing economy and growing living standards. HPCL is a major player in the sector. It's a Fortune 500 company, a major integrated oil refining and marketing company, one of the Navratnas in the Indian public sector. A company which is constantly reinventing itself, tuning itself to the changes in the global industrial and business arenas and the needs of the nation. The unit at Vishakhapatnam is a sterling example of the rooted efficiency and commitments of HPCL. And the company takes great pride in steadfastly adhering to its original vision and mission statements. Good and necessary as this growth may be, it comes accompanied with its own penalties. But lo and behold, where is this? Are we in a resort, nestled in an eco park? Or are we in God's own country? No, no, this is Voltaire Park. Amidst this frenetic activity and rush lies an idyllic island of peace where nature and modern human habitation are held in perfect harmony. A colony carved in the mid-1950s in a green niche for its officers.
This colony, the layout and all, as you can see, is unique because of the designs came from a well advanced country like America compared to our India at that stage. So the complete house designs as well as roads, complete topography have its own unique designs. For example, most of the banyan trees, big trees what are surviving now, they were all taken care at that time only, and now they are with the towering structures, you see. And all the buildings, bungalows especially, were constructed in such a way, every building have sea view.
I have worked in Caltex of those days from 1956 to 78. Of those 22 years, for 20 years I lived in Walter Park, and I consider myself extremely lucky to have lived in an atmosphere like Walter Park. Even in those days, Walter Park was considered to be one of the best housing colonies in India, comparable to any outside India also. And you know, there were of course fewer bungalows in apartment complexes. When when we moved here, there was mostly it was all whites at the time. I happened to move along the first batch of Indians into this colony. I consider living in Walter Park, working in Caltech has shaped my life and character.
During the historical nationalization of private companies in the key sectors of Indian economy in the 1970s, Caltex was taken over by the Government of India and merged with Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited. After a hard day's work, when the officers of the refinery return to their homes, what greets them is the serene, harmonious beauty of Walter Park. Yarada Park, another housing unit of the company, also beautiful by itself, has expansive grounds to host all major events of the company. Amidst this churning and gigantic growth of HPCL in Vishaka, a very conscious decision was taken by the company to conserve and sustain Walter Park in its original design and form. The rich complex terrain of the place, its location overlooking the sea, its flora and the local climate, and their sensitive approach to designing a modern township which blends with such a setting are evident wherever you look at in Walter Park. Giant trees, a few hundred years old, natural gradients, rocks and drainages preserved in their original form, wide open areas and parks, well spread out dwelling units to create a feeling of living amidst rustic natural environs. No compound walls or barbed wires separating different residential units, but only amiable plant fencings which blend with the foliage and greenery all around.
We've been a part of Walter Park for a very, very long time. Both my daughters grew up here. What makes Walter Park unique is that just a stone's throw away is a bustling city. Right here in the heart of the city, one gets to experience the best of both worlds. With all your chores done, with a mild drizzle outside, your favorite book in hand, it feels like being in a resort. Paradise on earth, that's Walter Park.
The pressures of providing housing accommodation to the growing staff of HPCL was strongly felt in the late 1980s, and the construction of a few multi-storied apartments in Walter Park was taken up, always ensuring that the least disturbance was caused to the ecology of the park. It is not immediately apparent, but nestled amidst the verdurous environs of Walter Park are all facilities which a modern township can boast of: a swimming pool, an auditorium, playgrounds and courts, state-of-the-art gym, a clubhouse. Walter Park thus offers one of the best combinations of modern comforts in an unspoiled, uncluttered, rustic idyllic resort. And that is why not only the top managers and staff of HPCL, but also top bureaucrats from the civil administration and VIPs visiting Vizag choose to stay in the elegant and comfortable transit guest house of Voltaire Park. For those lucky beings to whom it has happened, living in Voltaire Park has been an experience beyond words.
In our daily life, there are too many apartments, independent houses, etc. And children don't have time to play as there is no space for them to play. But for children who think like that, Voltaire Park is a very good place for them.
The animals also live over here. It is so pleasant. And we also have many greeneries where we can play and have so much fun. Here we can sit and draw also, and there are many plants and animals where we can sit and watch them. Early morning when I walk, I see many birds flying happily, and the cuckoo which sounds very sweet. I love this place.
Adventurous boyhood years, playing with peers, and having been here as an adult, here is what Sri P.A.B. Raju has to say.
Anyway, as you can see, I have been telling you, this is a wonderful place to be in, live in and move around. You can see the views, the kind of wonderful breeze that is there, the trees that sway around here, I think, and the amount of joy it has given to the various people over the years. I think you can see in the views, the wonderful sea views that we have here, the kind of things that we experienced here, and in a place like Vizag, where it has developed over the years so much, and so much has grown. This place has remained an oasis, and it has always been that attraction which gives us all so much joy around here. And I think that's what truly makes us love this place so much. And we always like to get back after a hard day's work in the office. I think it's a wonderful feeling when we get back here to get those few hours of joy and pleasure before we get back to the grind again the next day at the refinery.
A virtual retreat inviting all those who would love to indulge in a refreshing break from the mundane chores, the cozy snooker corner and the crystal clear swimming pool, which adds to the feeling of a haven on earth. Paradise-like and enchanting corners and other parts of limitless expanse of the green world, its exotic flowers, coconut palms, banyan trees, the glorious sunrises and sunsets feature painterly colors on the horizon. The biodiversity of Voltaire Park is unique to the city, with creatures great and small. Joie de vivre, harmony and creativity are part and parcel of everyday life at Voltaire Park, a world where one can enjoy the pleasures of the senses in every sense of the term. Voltaire Park has its own multifaceted aspects. One could even call it a perfect balance between the world of culturema and academics. So while HPCL grows and expands, it has taken every care to preserve well into the future a unique habitat, a township and a bioreserve, a priceless heritage which belongs to everyone. Like the banyan tree here at Voltaire Park, that spreads over a large area, retaining its identity, Voltaire Park will continue to provide its unique warmth for generations to come.
We